Meine Damen und Herren, guten Tag. Es ist mir eine große Ehre und eine große Freude, euch hier willkommen zu dürfen. Ich bin leider nicht vor Ort, ich bin nur virtuell bei Ihnen, aber ich freue mich sehr, dass ich für das erste Mal in mein Amt als Präsident diese ganze Zeremonie einführen darf. Why do we need young entrepreneurs? Why do we need entrepreneurs at all? The value creation system that we are defending left, right and center has to rely on innovation. We need new ideas. We need new ideas even more now in a world that is changing. For those of you who have been able to sort of see my interventions in other places, I have always been very keen to sort of promote this notion of sustainability. We will not be able to continue to grow in a linear fashion until the end of our planet. We need to do something for it to survive. And now, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker for today, Victor Wechsberg. I don't think he needs a particular introduction, and I'm going to ask him to come on stage now.
Thank you so much. So first of all, of course, I would like to say thank you, Vigier Foundation. I would like to present to you Skolkovo Innovation Center. I appreciate our collaboration with business, with support of that, and I hope after today's presentation we'll pay more and more attention for collaboration, cooperation, and relation. I believe it is the future. What we talk about is sustainable development. Again, it should be based only of transparency and open relation between people, and particularly young people.
And I just can tell to you here, get inspired by what we just heard, what we heard from Andre Hoffmann, our new president, and especially what you're going to hear from our top 12, because that's the reason why we are here. And one of our top 12 actually told me on this prep day, and she said, Regula, I was at the conference, and after the conference, experts came up to me, and then they said, you know, do you actually realize that you hold gold in your hands? And this expert did not mean just monetary gold. They meant also gold that is value for society worldwide. And all of our startups here, they generate value. This is something, of course, it needs to get money out of there, but they also generate a lot of value for society. And that's what is innovation about it. On our prep day, we give each other feedback, work on presentations, but we do much more also for the future, for the next half year of the startup. And this year, we also went on a treasure hunt. We went and looked for gold, diamonds, and jewels. And we did that together because our CEOs, they're so often lonely in their daily work and when they need to make decisions, so we did that all together. We just get started right away with our first top 12. This is Stefan Abel. Come up here. Lumiphase, please, it's all yours.
So these transceiver modules are hitting a wall in terms of power and performance. And that's where we at Lumiphase provide a solution. We design, manufacture, and fabricate small semiconductor chips that you can maybe barely see here. That's one of ours. that go inside these transceivers at their heart that actually convert these electrical and optical signals. And our chips are 10 times more efficient than anything else that exists today.
Hello everybody, my name is Amélie. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Volumina Medical. Did you know that 1 in 8 women will have breast cancer in her lifetime? It represents 2.1 million women every year. And to treat the cancer, the tumor and the surrounding breast tissues have to be removed. This is leaving disfigurating results on the breast and a strong impact on the quality of life of the patients. So after 8 years of intense research, I can be proud and say that we have developed the first injectable biomaterial regenerating new healthy breast tissue.
And I present you Nagi Bioscience. And Nagi, we create innovative technologies for biological testing. And biological testing is the key to ensure the safety and efficacy of every substance on the market, be it a drug, a cosmetic, or a chemical. But biological testing, as it's conducted today, clearly became unsustainable. There are too many substances registered and produced every day. There are too many animals killed for experiments and used for these experiments every year. And yet, this is not enough. We start lacking toxicity data, and this is putting us all at risk, both as humans, but also the environment where the chemicals may get released. So our solution at Nagi Bioscience is a new sustainable alternative to traditional animal testing, much faster, much more cost-effective. That relies on the use of microorganisms.
And we believe that we have developed the most effective solution to reduce the energy consumption of buildings. Up to 30% of an electricity consumption in a building is related to lighting. And measurements have shown that it's a lot more effective to really control lights better instead of only using LED technology. And by controlling lights, we're doing that today by a technology which is about 50 years old. That's the classical movement detectors. But they're mostly invented to turn lights on in the morning and off in the evening, and not a lot in between. So that's why we have developed a decentralized lighting solution, which is really using intelligent algorithms to control lighting better than we're doing it today. And it's doing it very precisely. And with this solution, we can save about 50 to 70% of the energy consumption from the lighting system. Compared to a new LED lighting system, and about 90% compared to traditional lighting systems.
So, more than 2 million osteoporotic hips break every year. Those fractures are dramatic because 20% of the patients, they will never recover from the surgery and they will die within the first year. And about 1/2 of the survivors will never walk unassisted again. Anti-osteoporotic drugs are slow acting and they have a limited efficiency for the hips. That's why new solutions for hip fracture prevention are urgently needed. At Flowbone, we have a solution. We have developed an injectable gel that can restore the strength of bones within just a few weeks. This gel can be injected by interventional radiologists in a simple procedure under local anesthesia.
We cultivate real meat directly from animal cells. Animal agriculture as it is today is bad. It's bad for the animals, obviously. It's also bad for humans, for example, antibiotic resistance, and it's bad for the environment. For example, 80% of the arable land in the world is used only for animal agriculture, and 15% of the global greenhouse gas emissions are because of animal agriculture. With our process, we can reduce the land usage by 80%. We don't need to harm or slaughter animals, and we can reduce CO2 emissions and methane emissions by 90%. With our process, we streamline this. We go from the cell directly to the meat, and we skip the step of the animal.
And today, I want to talk about a really unsexy topic. That's sexually transmitted diseases. WHO has recognized this as one of the major problems of our society, and one that is taking over HIV. Today, chlamydia and gonorrhea are the leading infective causes of infertility. But yet, the treatment is so simple, with a simple dose of antibiotics. But we're just not diagnosing it quickly enough. So at TestMate Health, what we've developed is a pregnancy-style urine test that tells you in minutes if you have any one of the 4 common sexually transmitted diseases. You're guided through the test with a smartphone app that then captures the result at the end and allows you to connect digitally to a doctor for follow-up and guidance if you need it.
At Selvi, we're seeking to bring about a new treatment modality using mitochondria. Mitochondria are present in almost all of your cells. They're the power plants, providing the energy for cellular functions. So when they are damaged, cells die. But we have found a way to use these organelles to our advantage. What if we could replace and augment the mitochondria damaged in conjunction with these diseases that are damaged during a heart attack? That's exactly what we've shown to be possible at Selvi. We can transplant healthy, viable mitochondria into ischemia-distressed cells, saving them when they would otherwise die.
The issue for our customers currently is that they have no chance of finding a good solution without relying on fluorinated chemistry. Fluorinated chemistry, also known as forever chemicals, are used to repel the water, but they are everlasting in nature and nature cannot degrade them. So we should not use them in consumer products like clothing. So what we are talking about is the layer in between two fabrics that you have in your rain jacket. You see it here slightly as a white part, the fabric, a membrane in the fabric. The membrane keeps the water out, but lets your body breathe. And as a day to day, you see our bodies, they want to breathe, so we have to let them breathe, even if we go for a hike.
At Therapet, we are developing a novel medical device that will act as eyes for the doctors during the proton therapy for cancer treatment. Although the proton therapy itself is extremely precise, all the treatments today are only relying on simulations and modelings. There's no real-time monitoring during the treatment and it tells the doctors where inside the patients the protons really arrive. By knowing where exactly inside the patients the protons really arrive, we can further reduce the margins around the tumor, which means a safer and more precise treatment for the patients.
We are boosting renewables in buildings by compact thermal energy storage. The building sector is going through a huge transition from oil and gas-based systems, even without the CO2 law that we neglect, towards photovoltaic-driven heat pump systems. And here we have the opportunity to drive our system directly with our own produced electricity. We develop capsules which are filled with a high energy density material. These capsules are now stacked into the buffer storage that I've mentioned before, boosting its capacity by up to factor 4.
We provide an elegant solution to help brands to fight counterfeiting, to fight product diversion, but also to create a direct connection with their consumer. And tonight, this is what we have, one of our products. So imagine you are a brand auditor, a controller, and you want to know if a product is real or fake. With Kairos ID, all you have to do is to scan it with your smartphone and instantly you will know if it's real or fake, where it comes from, but also where it's supposed to be. And the brands, on their side, through our web platform, they can access analytics, alerts, to know exactly what is going on with their product on the field.
In ein paar Minuten werden wir wissen, wer die Gewinner sind. Wir geben jeweils 100.000 Franken pro Gewinner à Fonds perdu. Und diese Preise sind alle gleichwertig und die Reihenfolge ist zufällig. Wir mussten sie einfach einordnen. Der Preis wird dieses Jahr in Form einer Schatztruhe übergeben. Jetzt haben wir es ganz gelüftet. Und in dieser Schatztruhe haben wir einen Scheck über 100.000 Franken. Der erste Preis geht an Stefan Abel, Lumiface. Wir gehen zum zweiten Preis. Der geht an Selvi, Alexander Schöller. And the third prize goes to Amélie Bedouer, Volumina Medical. And the fourth prize goes to Patrick Deuss, Let's City. And the fifth prize goes to Mario Stucki, Dimpora. Wir haben unseren ehemaligen Präsidenten Daniel Bohrer. Er hat auf 2020 hat er sein Amt abgegeben. Und gleichzeitig hat er mit seiner Familie zusammen entschieden, dass sie einen 6. Preis stiften. Und Sie hören richtig jetzt, über mehrere Jahre hinweg. Also das wird nicht der letzte 6. Preis sein. Daniel Bohrer, bitte komm nach vorne.
Ich freue mich sehr, dass wir als Familie Bohrer auch einen 6. Preis geben können. Also diejenigen, die jetzt gedacht haben, es gibt keine Preise mehr von den Nominees, es gibt noch eine Chance.
Es gibt noch eine
Noch eine Chance.
Und der 6. Preis geht an Testmate Health, Sivena Sahi.
It was very tough for us to obviously give those prizes because we've seen an incredible level of entrepreneurship, and as it was said many times today, it's all about entrepreneurship. I can tell you what counts most is the trip. It's not the end destination or the different etappen. It's really the trip, and it's the wonderful moments you spend and the vision you're pushing forward for whatever you're doing. So thank you for what you're doing. It's really fantastic.
Lieber Daniel, im Namen unserer aller, der Familie, unserer Stiftung, dem Team, danken wir dir für deine Präsidialzeit, die du uns wirklich bereichert hast, dass die Stiftung weitergeführt hat, und wünschen deiner Familie und dir nur das Beste.
Leider müssen wir uns heute noch von einer weiteren Person verabschieden, die W.A. de Vigier Stiftung in den letzten Jahren ganz entscheidend geprägt hat. Im September wird uns unsere geschätzte Geschäftsführerin Regula Bueb verlassen. Dies ist daher die letzte Preisverleihung, die sie in ihrer gewohnt bravourösen Art moderieren wird. Die Stiftung hat in den letzten 6 Jahren enorm von deiner Energie, deiner Motivation und vor allem von deiner Zielstrebigkeit, ja Hartnäckigkeit profitiert. Liebe Regula, du hast dich nun entschieden, dich ab Herbst vermehrt deinen eigenen Projekten zu widmen. Und es bleibt mir nur, dir im Namen der W.A. de Vigier Stiftung, der Familie de Vigier, des Stiftungsrats, der Experten und Ambassadoren, deines Mitarbeiterteams und der von dir betreuten Startups und Alumnis ganz herzlich für deinen Einsatz zu danken und dir für deine Zukunft alles Gute zu wünschen.
And now, one last thing we have to do. We have still the public award.
The award goes to Ulrike Kettenberg.
Yay! So with this, we had the award 2021.
I'm really overwhelmed. I mean, it's a huge honor to be awarded this prize, especially among such stellar competition. I mean, all 12, in my opinion, deserve to win this award.
It's amazing that now, after all these processes, that the jury chose us, and it's just amazing also to be here, to experience this, and to get to be part of this network, and also the support of the foundation to bring the company, bring the Empora, bring the product further. I'm super happy about it.
It's an honor to be here and to win this award. I mean, there are so many good startups, and I think especially the top 12, I thought it was so hard to win this award, and I'm so happy also for the team. I hope they're happy as well now at home as well when they're watching the live stream, and that's great. Yeah, thanks.
I thought today was one of the best that we've ever had. All of the projects, we had 17 to choose from. I was so glad that I don't have to make the choice, because I would have given a prize to every one of them. I found them really so interesting and all feasible, you know.
dort, wo der Publikumspreis verleiht worden ist, ich habe gleich abgestimmt wie die Dame, die den Publikumspreis bekommen hat. Das hat mir sehr gut gefallen.
It was a very nice surprise. It's a big recognition of my work. So yeah, I'm very happy about this one.
Ich finde einfach beeindruckend, wie viel Innovationskraft wir in der Schweiz haben. Ich bin beeindruckt von den jungen Leuten, die Ideen kreieren in den Hochschulen, die nachher umsetzen mit wieder besten Leuten. Und dass wir auch vor allem junge Persönlichkeiten hier haben, die in jungen Jahren schon genau wissen, was sie wollen und ihre Idee mit Kraft vorwärts treiben.
I enjoyed it really, and I was so impressed by the high quality of all these startups. So it was very difficult to decide who could be the winners, and I'm really impressed.
Ja, es hat mir sehr gut gefallen, aber es hat sicher auch einen Zusammenhang, als man wieder einmal unter die Leute und wieder etwas mitbekommen hat, was in der Wirtschaft läuft. Aber auch die Projekte sind wieder ganz erstaunlich und sehr breit. Also Medizin, Energie, ist ganz interessant heute. Ja.
Was für mich einzigartig ist an der Stiftung, jetzt auf der einen Seite meine Tätigkeit, ist die Bandbreite von diesen verschiedenen Start-ups anzuschauen, können sehen, an was die Leute arbeiten, zu beurteilen, wo sie hingehören. Das ist sehr bereichernd und sehr interessant und holt einem sicher aus der täglichen Frostperspektive raus.
I'm just so happy to see this top 12. We have 6 winners. I mean, Daniel Boran, he gave a 6th prize and he will do that from now on. So I think it gives a lot of value and it just shows that it is worth investing in these startups. And when I look over these top 12, I mean, it was so difficult to choose. I mean, we say that every year, but it's really, once you see what the technology is, how much they have been working, and then having to decide which one gets a prize is amazingly difficult. And what makes me really happy is to see they will find investors no matter what, because that's what this foundation is about. They find investors and we give this prize. And I think what is really unique about us is Nora de Vigier, Bill started it.
Und ich habe den Bill de Vigier noch erlebt, aber da bin ich noch nicht drin gewesen. Ich bin als Gast da gewesen und dann später reingewählt worden. Und einzigartig macht sie eigentlich die Umgebung hier. Der Garten, die Familie, die dahinter steckt und wo man in allem durchspürt. Es ist nicht wie wenn eine Grossbank so ein Event organisiert, sondern es ist etwas ganz Eigenes. Es hat einen ganz eigenen Charakter und es schweißt auch die Start-ups zusammen. Die haben auch später alle noch Kontakt, sie haben alle Kontakt zu uns und das macht es eigentlich ganz toll.
I would like to thank, of course, the whole de Vigier process and all the team members who are involved in that, starting from Regula and the foundation members and the jury, where we actually got also quite some good feedback. Then also to, of course, the other nominees. We had a very exciting event to get to this point today.
Ich hoffe nach wie vor, dass wir in 20, 30 Jahren haben wir extrem viele Unternehmen, die wir hier treffen, die wir dürfen prämieren, die erfolgreich waren. Und ich glaube, es ist noch schwierig zu sagen, Visionen hat man immer in den Details. Aber ich glaube, was wir einfach immer Sorge müssen geben, dass wirklich Unternehmungen in verschiedenen Sparten auszeichnen können, die, sei das in einem hochkomplexen Bereich ihre Fähigkeiten haben, aber auch Unternehmungen, die mit trivialem Handwerk eine Neuerung bringen, einen Mehrwert schaffen können.